watching Monster Nation.
Hi there guys, and welcome to our latest episode of Monster Nation, where we're going to be talking about Monster-Mania, which was a convention that happened last week, and our great co-host here, Justin Lockwood, had a first-hand experience.
I was there. Well, last year the two of us went, which is where we got that great clip of Linnea Quigley saying, "You're watching Monster Nation," which was very nice to do for us. She's a really, really sweet woman.
Fits in your pocket, too.
Was she that small?
She was, I thought she was teensy.
Yeah, but she's a sweetheart. This year, the big guest of honor was Neve Campbell, the one and only Sidney Prescott.
Yeah, so you might all remember from our Scream Queen countdown.
That's right. She was on that countdown, and she, of course, is the star of the Scream films, as well as Party of Five, which I grew up watching that show, The Craft, total cult classic horror film.
And Wild Things.
And Wild Things, yep, 54. I mean, I literally grew up with this woman, so it was very exciting to meet her.
Yes, she was a pivotal moment in my teenage years as well.
So yeah, Neve Campbell was beautiful in person. She's just an absolutely gorgeous woman. Somebody said, "Oh, that's because she's Canadian." I don't know what the secret is of Canadians, but apparently they don't age.
It's maple syrup.
But yeah, she was extremely nice. I got a picture with her, and I was wearing this t-shirt that says Woodsboro High that my friend Adam got for me, and she said, "I like your shirt," and I just about died inside. I was like, "Oh my god, you like my shirt!" So just very, very nice. It was a quick but very nice interaction.
Careful. This is the moment when the supposedly dead killer comes back to life for one final scare.
Not in my movie. So yeah, here's Malcolm McDowell at his table talking to people. He, of course, is the star of A Clockwork Orange, as well as Dr. Loomis in the new Halloween films.
And Caligula.
Caligula, that's right. Who could forget Caligula?
You almost see his shillelagh, but too shy, I guess.
So I spent a lot of money just to get that photo of Neve Campbell, so I didn't really get a lot of autographs from people, but I wanted to at least say hi to him and shake his hand. And what was really funny about Malcolm McDowell was I told him, I just saw you in the movie Excision this week. And he said, "How was that? I never saw it." So I just thought that was hysterical. I told him it was very weird, because it is. It's a good movie. But yeah, that was a funny little exchange.
Doc, to me, it sounds like you're talking about the Antichrist.
Well, perhaps I am.
So I was not able to be there this year, which, really kind of sucked. But I heard that you have some lovelies for me.
Yeah, well, I had to get you a present, so I thought you would really enjoy this, because it's some cool artwork of someone that we both are fans of.
Fans, I'm very excited. Ooh, yes.
Show the people. It's Elvira.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and
we both have the same chest line.
She was done by an artist named Jeff Zornow, or he goes by Zornow Must Be Destroyed.
Zornow, yes.
Yeah, and he actually illustrated this really fantastic comic book, Halloween, The First Death of Laurie Strode. It explains what happened to Laurie between Halloween 1 and 2 and H2O.
She wasn't in the hospital? I thought she just went to the hospital.
No, there was a whole storyline, and it was really kind of well done. But here's the thing, the first 2 issues came out, and then the conclusion, number 3, never came out. So I said to Jeff, so what happened? Are we ever going to see part 3? What's the story? Well, the story basically is that the publisher, Devil's Due, not only did they fold, but they were shady, and they kind of screwed people over. So unfortunately, Jeff Zornow lost about $7,500 that he was owed for illustrating that book. So we'll probably never see the last issue, which is really unfortunate, and I gave him my condolences. But we're going to put him at the end if you want to buy some of his original artwork or just check out the range of stuff he has. He's very, very cool.
Cool. Well, be sure to definitely check him out, and thank you so much. I will be taking Elvira home with me.
So who are some of these lovely people?
So George P. Wilbur was there. He played Michael Myers in Halloween 4 and Halloween The Curse of Michael Myers.
Does he have a good strong grip when you shake his hand?
I didn't actually shake his hand. I just sort of saw him there. But he was right next to Danielle Harris, who played Little Jamie in Halloween's 4 and 5. And I have to say, she is just cute as a button. She's such a cute girl.
What kind of button?
And really short. A cute button. Just a very, very cute button.
Yeah. And then who's this other guy? He's
Mitch Pileggi, assistant director Skinner from the X-Files. So I kind of had to take that clip mainly for my friend Ashley and her husband because they're huge X-Files with a P and an H. We will eat you, and we will eat your children. And now the weather. Tiffany?
So one of the other big highlights was Denis O'Hare, I heard, was in the house. So,
yes,
what
I'm
was
a
that
huge fan of his. He, of course, has been on several seasons of American Horror Story, as well as True Blood, The Vampire King of Mississippi. And he's a very nice guy. I've met him once before. So I got to congratulate him on his Emmy nomination for Freak Show. And another kind of interesting thing was that a couple of the fans were saying that his agent was filling them in about his role on the new season of AHS, Hotel, and they were saying that I guess he has to shave himself completely from head to toe every morning for whatever the hell his character is.
Sounds sexy.
And she said you're not even going to recognize him, which I think is funny because like he's always been like sort of weirdly not himself in every single season of American Horror Story. Yeah. So I guess it just continues the trend. You forgot one thing about Billy Loomis.
What?
I fucking killed him.
Oh, here's your boy Michael Myers.
Yes, yeah, this one guy had like every Michael Myers mask imaginable.
Did he make those himself, or was that just...
You know, I don't know the full story about all his stuff, but I got a couple magazines from him, and his name is going to be in the end credits of this episode. He sells some really great stuff. But yeah, he had like, you know, the bandaged Michael Myers from Halloween 4. He had the Ben Tramer mask that, you know, the poor kid is wearing that gets like killed by the car in Halloween 2. So it was some pretty freaky stuff.
Favorite moment with Danielle Harris is, you know, it's not a pinpointed moment, but it's when she appeared on Holliston, actually.
On what?
Holliston, the Adam Green.
Oh, right, okay.
And it's that because she's so funny and has such a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
I think that it really carries through. It's a side of her that you don't see. She's did some campier stuff recently.
Right.
Some stuff that has a sense of humor, but she's actually playing like off of her role. It's almost like a meta role for her. And I think that's very clever. Of course, you like her as Jamie when she's in Halloween.
Absolutely.
And I think I like her in that as well.
And Annie 2.0.
Yes. And that's been great, but I think that's really my favorite moment. And that made me actually love that show even more, seeing her. I think it was season 2, toward the end.
Nice, I'll have to check that out.
Kind of a love interest, and it was pretty cool.
Nice.
Clowns. Everybody loves clowns.
Yes, the horrifying Pennywise from It was there, like vamping it up. So he was very creepy. This made me excited. Lydia from the Beetlejuice cartoon, and I had to get a photo and video of her because my mom's name is Lydia, so we have kind of a running joke about that.
Cosplay is really taking on a life of its own at these things.
Absolutely, yeah.
Do you ever ask them like how long it takes them to get some of their costumes put together?
You know, I didn't get to have that many in-depth discussions with a lot of the people. But, this guy was so cute. This Ash from Evil Dead. Yeah, extremely cute.
Oh, is that Fester?
These folks, Fester and Wednesday, I said, they're actually telling me in the clip, I'm like, you know, how long does it take you to make this? And they were just like, these are our normal clothes, which I thought was very funny.
Who's the rock star?
These are characters from Brian De Palma's Phantom of the Paradise. So the vendor at one of the tables was like, I can't believe you guys are actually dressed as the Phantom of the Paradise. That's so random. But they obviously love it. And
what is that, a white trash Darth Vader?
No, that was I think they call him the Scarecrow, and he's from this upcoming film called The Barn. You should check out the trailer online. It's really, really cool. It is a independent horror film. It's meant to be kind of like an 80s takeoff. And in order to get funding to complete it, they're selling really cool stuff like a board game and like soundtracks. So I have to hand it to them. Like, not only do they have like a really innovative like sort of promotional thing going on, but the movie itself just looks like it's going to be like a fucking scream. It's like a bunch of kids at Halloween, and they reawaken these like weird Halloween boogeymen characters, and now I'm very much looking forward to the movie.
Well, growing up in a country where I had to work in a barn, I have to say it does sound very frightening. So what would Monster-Mania be without a good old pumpkin?
Yeah, this guy is amazing. He makes his own like custom jack-o'-lanterns with film characters. So, of course, he had a bunch of Scream jack-o'-lanterns that he made in honor of this. He actually had Mitch Pileggi's character from Shocker, which was like Wes Craven's like wannabe slasher franchise film. And he was commissioned by the people who did the Halloween Blu-ray set to do jack-o'-lanterns for all of the different sequels. So he has photos of people like Danielle Harris and Josh Hartnett shooting their interviews next to his original jack-o'-lanterns, which I just was kind of blown away by.
So if you're like me and miss out on all the fun, there is more dates coming up for other horror conventions. So you have the list. Tell us what's on the calendar.
October is a great month for horror conventions. The first weekend of October, the 2nd through the 4th, in Huntsville, Maryland, outside Baltimore. That's the next Monster-Mania, and it's going to feature George Romero, the creator of The Living Dead. Speaking of The Living Dead, there's something called the Living Dead Weekend that happens annually in Evans City. This year it is October 9th through 11th. That's outside Pittsburgh. And it's going to have people connected to all 3 original Living Dead films, as well as tours of filming locations and all kinds of cool stuff. So that's something to look forward to. George Romero, again, is a headliner at Rock and Shock, which is a Worcester, Massachusetts horror convention. That's happening October 16th through 18th. And it's also going to have Felissa Rose from Sleepaway Camp, which made our list of the gayest horror films ever. And John Kassir, who is better known as the voice of the Crypt Keeper from Tales of the Crypt. So that has a cool lineup as well.
So fun abounds all through October. So definitely be sure to not only check that out, but to check back here at Monster Nation for more great videos. And like always, be sure to subscribe. I'm your host, David Roninelli. Follow me on Twitter at David Roninelli.
I'm Justin Lockwood. You can follow me at HeyLockwood. And last but certainly not least, we want to dedicate this episode to Rowdy Piper. He was actually supposed to be a guest at the next Monster-Mania, but he passed away the weekend of the New Jersey convention, and he is fondly remembered for his role in They Live. So this one's for you, Roddy.
You rock our world. Rest in peace.
I have come here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum.